Okay. We have you have band this weekend.
Yes, I do.
What's wrong with your voice?
I just woke up, Lulu. What you mean what's wrong with my voice?
Something's wrong. You don't hear it?
No.
Something's wrong with your voice.
Better?
Not really. Is it the corn dog you ate earlier?
I don't know.
Did you eat 2 corn dogs today or just 1? What else did you eat?
Nothing yet. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat later before I go to work.
Maybe it's the camera here. Let me do this. Now talk.
How does the camera affect my voice?
I don't know. Dylan says it's quality. Turn the mic a little bit. Okay, now try.
My voice?
It's worse.
Mine sounds funny too. Can you tell? No! Louis, you are big tripping. I'm not tripping. Open your ear. Open your ears. Listen. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Teachers.
We need y'all to submit announcements to EVTV so that we can announce things that are happening in the building. Have you ever noticed that teachers will come up after the fact sometimes and say, hey, we had something really awesome happen, and then
Didn't say anything.
we didn't know.
Because a lot of people have questions. We make the show, we start prepping for Tuesday's show on Monday, or psych. So like, for example, today is Tuesday. We were prepping for Wednesday's show yesterday on Monday. That's why we ask when y'all give us announcements 2 days before the day that you want it on the show.
Is preferable. So like if you want it on Wednesday, give it to us on Monday. If you want it on Monday, give it to us on the Thursday before. We don't do anything over the weekends.
Your voice sounds funny. I swear it's those corn dogs. It's probably because you also put ketchup on them at 7:45 in the morning. Teachers, we would love to have announcements for Eagle Vision. Sarah here is the one who always speeds through the announcements the quickest, hence the change that we've recently made on the show. If you've noticed, we no longer say, pay attention.
We're moving fast.
We don't say we're moving fast anymore. In an effort to try to slow Sarah down, we now say...
I don't even know the words.
There's a lot of important information. Say it.
See, I don't... But the point is, we say pay attention either way. We say pay attention either way. And plus, the point is to move fast. I'm not trying to take up nobody's break time. I don't want nobody taking mine.
But we want them to digest the important information.
Think you like me?
2 corn dogs at 7:45 in the morning.
Okay, but would you rather me just not eat?
Here, turn.
Turning.
Try it.
Turning.
Say hello.
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 You really don't hear it?
No, I don't. What does the mic have to do with me talking and you hearing me?
Hello.
Hello.
When somebody pulls up at Bojangles and is ready to order, what do you say?
It's about time. I can take your order whenever you're ready. Guys, I'll be anywhere when I say that too, because when I'm on headset. No, because listen.
It's boat time. Place your order when you're ready.
Check. What, Lulu?
One more wine and one more whiskey. We just kept the car in park. break me. It might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. I won't let you down. But it might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. The sight of you, it makes me dizzy. And when you're gone, I miss your face. Tonight I'll meet you in our favorite place. Just can't let this wait one more day.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. I'm Fran. Today's top story highlights some senior news that many of you have been waiting for. Here's Mr. Tungett with the story.
Good morning, Horn Lake High School. Just a little update about the parking passes. They're being shipped September the 26th, so we should have them a couple days after that, toward the end of September. So if you need a parking pass, if you drive, we'll have those available. We'll announce when they're available. Also, seniors, it is time to paint your parking spots if you would like to do that. We have the instructions here. They'll be at the front desk for you. You'll grab your packet, instructions with your name and parking spot number and all that. So if you want to grab those at the front desk, it is no cost to paint your parking spot if you were a senior and you have bought, or we'll get the parking decal after, but it is no cost if you're a senior and want to paint your parking spot. You just fill this out, we approve the artwork, and then we get with you on a time to paint that. So it's no cost to you other than buying the paint and supplies. We are not charging a fee for that this year. So we want you to be able to paint your parking spot. You'll have an assigned parking spot every day if you paint it. Nobody else will park in your stuff. So please pick these up. You got until October the 14th. So the packets are due back October the 14th. Whenever this airs, then they will be at the front desk for you. So please do that. And if you need any assistance with it, please see Ms. Lamb or myself. Thank you.
It's Constitution Week. EVTV has been featuring segments this week highlighting the nation's most cherished documents of the freedom.
Okay, so this week in U.S. history is Constitution Week. So after we defeated the British Empire and the American Revolution, we decided we're going to form a government. Well, we had the Articles of Confederation, which was a big swing and a miss, okay? Every state, regardless of size, had the same power. They could not tax. The government could not tax. Every state had its own system of currency, so the currency in Virginia was no good when you crossed into Georgia, for example, or the Carolinas. There was not a branch of government that got along. They still don't get along today, but there wasn't a one government that could kind of like control things. Every kind of government had its own little thing it did, and they didn't really interconnect and talk and all that. So it was a big swing and a miss. And then you had a little rebellion called Shays' Rebellion about taxes and stuff, and George Washington had to send the troops in again. And so what they did was they met again at Mount Vernon, or somewhere near Mount Vernon. They said, okay, we're going to write a new form of government. And they had two plans. They had the Virginia plan, and they had what they called the New Jersey plan. And then the Virginia plan, they kind of had a hybrid of both. So basically what we have is every state, regardless of size, gets the same amount of votes, the same amount of power, which was not really done during the Articles of Confederation. Your government, unfortunately, can tax you. How much you make is really none of the government's business, but the government can tax you now. The president has his role. The executive branch has their powers. The legislative has their, judicial has theirs. So it's all these different things that come out of it. And what you understand about the Constitution is it's a living, breathing document, right? There's amendments that come in, and there's some amendments like the 18th Amendment, Prohibition, huge swing and a miss. And we repeal that later, okay? But the point I'm making with you is that the Constitution was formed because the Articles of Confederation was a bad document, and nobody really followed it. Government couldn't enforce it, so they met again and they came up with the Constitution, and that's where we are today.
Since the Constitution came into power in 1789, it has been amended 27 times, including one amendment that repealed a previous one, in order to meet the needs of a nation that has profoundly changed since the 18th century. In general, the first 10 amendments, known collectively as the Bill of Rights, offer specific protections of individual liberty and justice and place restrictions on the powers of government. The majority of the 17 latter amendments expand individual civil rights protections. Others address issues related to federal authority or modify government processes and procedures. Amendments to the United States Constitution, unlike ones made to many constitutions worldwide, are appended or attached to the document. The original U.S. Constitution was written on 4 pages of parchment.
Ellen Ochoa made her mark by becoming the first Hispanic American woman to go to space with a 9-day mission in 1993. Ochoa was born in 1958 in Los Angeles, California, years after her paternal grandparents immigrated from Mexico. She first obtained her physics degree from San Diego State University and later her master's and doctorate from Stanford University's Department of Electrical Engineering by 1985. Through her impressive research work, NASA selected Ochoa in 1991 and she became an astronaut in July of that year. 2 years later, Ochoa made history on board the Space Shuttle Discovery on a mission to study the Earth's ozone layer. She later completed 3 more missions. Ochoa became the first Hispanic American director of the Johnson Space Center in 2013, only the second woman to take the helm.
This week's featured vocabulary words are adhere, aloof, and ambiguous. Adhere. Stick completely to a surface or substance. Believe in and follow the practices of. Aloof. Not friendly or forthcoming. Cool and distant. Ambiguous. Open to more than one interpretation, having a double meaning.
It's now time for today's announcements. There's a lot of important information we need you to know. If you signed up for softball, be sure to check your emails for updates. Make sure you turn in your physical this week. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we're better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
We just kept the car in park and dim the headlights so we see the stars. Let them tell us where we should start. And I'm scared as hell because there's no way to know how this goes. But I can't help but say I promise to give you my all. But it might break me. It might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. I won't let you down. But it might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. The sight of you, it makes me dizzy. And when you're gone, I miss your face. Tonight I'll meet you in our favorite place. And just can't let this wait one more day. But I'm scared